What is up, fight fans? Welcome back to Picking a Fight. I'm Latch.
And I'm Jeff.
And today we're going to be looking at the main event of UFC 275, Teixeira versus Prochazka. But before we get started, don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't. We put out videos for almost every fight night and pay-per-view, and there's a lot coming through, so subscribe if you're looking for content like this. Let's get right into it, Jeff.
All right, so on one side we got the champion Glover, the Brazilian pitbull Teixeira. His record is 33 wins, 7 losses. He is 42 years of age, 6'2". He has a 76-inch reach. His last 2 bouts were against Jan Blachowicz and Thiago Santos, both wins by rear naked choke. And the other side we got the surging prospect Jiri Prochazka. His record is 28 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. He is 29 years of age. He is 6'3" and an 80-inch reach. He's coming off back-to-back wins against Dominic Reyes and Volkan Ozdemir. The fight against Ozdemir was UFC debut, and before that he had 8 straight Ryzen finishes.
In only Jiri's 3rd UFC fight, he's fighting for the title, which is crazy. And I mean, it's such an interesting matchup in my opinion, right? Because I mean, we've seen Glover go against these heavy hitters in Jan Santos, Anthony Smith, and I mean, he's been hurt by all of them for real. Yeah. And I mean, he's basically like the Charles Oliveira, basically, where he gets hit and then he ends up submitting these guys. So he's real tough. He might very well do the same thing against Prochazka. Prochazka does hit hard, but he's not a one knockout type of guy, you know? So, I mean, if he finishes Glover, it would have to be after a series of strikes. Teixeira, obviously, hands down, has a grappling advantage. He has a jiu-jitsu advantage. I mean, his wrestling is decent. I don't think it's that great. He kind of has like old man wrestling where, you know, his technique's not the best.
Yeah.
But he's been able to get it done, especially because he's strong, you know? He's been grappling his entire life. Prochazka has been focusing on his grappling for this camp. It has been a weak point for him for a while. I mean, against Reyes, we saw him get taken down. And so, I mean, that doesn't bode well for him. But Prochazka's, I think, a good learner. You know, when he gets on top, he has actually really good ground and pound. So maybe if he ends up on top or they fight for a position, he could land some damage. This fight is so close, man. Either Prochazka finishes him or Teixeira finishes Prochazka. I don't see how this fight goes the distance because I can very well see Teixeira get the takedown and work his way to submission. Prochazka can stop the takedowns. I mean, he's obviously going to be, they have the advantage striking at such range. But we can't forget that Glover is a good boxer, you know? And he does have good powers. He actually has more knockout wins than submission wins. So you can't forget about the power that Glover carries, especially for someone like Prochazka, who has been hurt multiple times before. And his defense sucks, bro. Like, he gets clipped a lot. And if he gets clipped by Glover, you know, it could be night-night. He has to be very careful. And I don't know, man. I can see Prochazka winning, but I think I'm going to have to go with Glover. I think he is going to get the submission win. It has to be early, though, like first or second round. It cannot be later in the fight. I think Prochazka will only get better, and Teixeira will only get worse. What you think, Jeff?
I mean, I respect your decision. No, but yeah, I mean, I see it. Do you think it's going to be similar to like when he fought Jan, where Jan was like basically wary of the takedown, or you think it's going to be a little different? Like he's going to be a little more relaxed about it.
I think he's going to be worried about that takedown, to be honest.
Like as bad as Jan?
I think it'll be easier for Jiri to kind of like focus on keeping range because of his style. It's like real jumpy, real twitchy kind of movement.
Oh, yeah.
While Jan is like super flat-footed, and that's pretty bad for, you know, when you're trying to stop takedowns. So, but I think he still will be really focused. You know, I mean, his takedown defense is not that great. He's been training for it, you know, for this fight. So I still do think he'll be a little worried, to be honest. And that'll probably mess with his offense, to be honest. But I mean, we've seen Jiri not care before, you know. Like he would just walk through shots to get his own. I really do think Teixeira has to win early, bro.
Yeah.
I don't see him winning late. And I mean, I feel I might have some bias because, man, I really like Glover. And I feel like I don't want to see him lose without getting a defense, you know. While Jiri, I mean, that dude is still young. He's only 29. He's probably going to get another shot at the titles. Yeah. You know, this is it for Glover. You know, he's 42, man.
Yeah, I like both of these fighters, too. Dang, it's gonna be very interesting. I actually have Jiri Prochazka by TKO. Yeah, like, I think the first time we covered, I think it was the Jan fight against Glover. You know, go check that video out, you know.
Yeah, go ahead.
But
we both, actually don't, because we were wrong.
I underestimated Glover's boxing. You know, because when I go back and look at it, I was like, it's actually not that bad. You know, it's pretty good. I mean, he makes the right decisions. The only thing I think the old man wrestling you were talking about, I think that's gonna mess him up.
It's not good enough, right?
No, it's not fast enough either.
That's true. Yeah.
I think he's gonna get caught coming in with something. You know, you never know. I mean, he got his previous 2 fights. One was I think an overhand right, and the other one was a spinning elbow. What if this is a flying knee? You know,
That's true. And
just
he'll
who
be able
knows?
to time it, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's way faster than Glover. I mean, it could be the age, but you can't underestimate Glover. But I do believe that if Yuri is weary of the takedown, especially as much as Jan is or was, I think that will influence the fight not in his favor. I think that's going to change everything. So I think Yuri does have to stay loose in there. I think he is faster, so I think if he just sticks to what he does best, I think he could get the finish.
Yeah,
I think
no doubt,
just not change the game plan too much, because his plan for success in every fight has been working for him.
That's
you
true.
know? So if you just change it, work
If
to
he
your
tries to become a
disadvantage.
fighter that he's not, he
Yeah.
could. Yeah, I don't think he will, to be honest. He still is real crazy,
Yeah.
It's so interesting enough. I mean, a lot of people agree with you. The odds makers, they agree with you. He's at the time of recording this, he's a minus 195 favorite. Yuri is, while Glover's a plus 165 underdog. So it's still pretty close, but people do believe Jiri gets it done. And I mean, I don't blame them, man. He has all the tools to get it done. Glover's only chance of winning, or his best chance of winning is the grappling, I think. And I mean, that's going to be the big question. And I think we're going to find out the answer to it real early. If he can take him down or not. And I mean, you make a lot of good points. I might change my answer to me. Jiri's explosive. He's versatile, switches stances. Like you said, he can time elbows, uppercuts, and knees up the middle. If Glover's too slow, which he is pretty slow, so he should be able to maintain his distance. Now that I think about it, so yeah, I actually like Prochazka's odds of winning, but I'm gonna still go with Glover just because I think his experience is gonna come through. I think his old man strength is gonna come through, and he was gonna get a submission.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool either way. If Glover gets his title defense, he's nearing the end of his fight career. At least age wise, we think he is, but. Or if Yuri wins, I think he could reign for a long time as well. I mean, I don't really have a preference over who wins. Like, I like both these fighters, so good luck to both of them, and may the best win.
Actually, bro, I think I'm gonna change my answer. I think Prochazka wins for now that I ran the simulations in my brain. I'm going to go ahead and change my answer to Prochazka.
Like
I think
Doctor Strange, right?
Yeah, I think he gets the finish. To be honest, I hope Glover wins though, but we'll see. I think my official prediction. I think Prochazka wins. So we both agree.
Right.
So we both agree now. Jeff has convinced me that Yuri wins by TKO or knockout. He's just too explosive, too fast. He's constantly switching. He has too many weapons, I think. And Glover's best chance is grappling, and we just think he's a little too slow, facing such a young guy. So yeah, we both have Yuri. It's gonna be a great fight. But let us know down below what you think. Do you think Yuri gets it done? Do you think he's just too young, too good for someone like Glover, or do you think Glover's experience comes through for him? Let us know down below. Let us know what you think. And yeah, it's going to be a great night of fights. UFC 275. Don't forget to tune in this Saturday. It's going to be real fun, man. A lot of good matchups, a lot of good fighters on the normal prelims. Don't forget to tune in.
Yeah, we're covering all the other fights on the main card, so make sure to check those out. Hopefully none of those get canceled by weight cuts or whatever.
Hopefully, man.
So, as long as everything goes well, all those videos will be up. So make sure to check them out. And, yep, we'll see you after the fights.
We'll see you.
See ya.